Go.
Okay, ma'am.
Sige, start na.
Yeah.
Sige,
I'm
start.
Bernadette Lee. I am the Chief Operating Officer of MEATWORKD International Inc. Our company is involved in supply, distribution, and retailing of meat products in over 600 supermarkets nationwide, particularly in Luzon and in Visayas. And by the end of the year, we will be already in the territory of Mindanao. So we also distribute our meats to hotels, restaurants, and other key accounts in the country.
Wow. It's very interesting, ma'am, given that you've been in the industry for so long. What is the future of the meat business here in the Philippines, especially in the hotel and restaurant industry?
Well, there is a very bright future of the meat industry in the Philippines because meat protein, particularly animal protein, is central to the diet of the Filipinos. Especially for pork, which is readily accessible and very affordable. Beef is comes in second, and this is the consumption is very modest though. But however, there are challenges that we've faced in recent years, which is the ASF and of course the COVID pandemic. However, the country is slowly recovering from this and opening up, and therefore private consumption is getting higher. And with private consumption getting higher, of course, consumption of beef and pork will also be higher.
Yeah. Based on your experience, which ones are most, which of the two are most consumed in the Philippines, the pork or the beef?
Between the two, of course, pork is central to the Filipinos diet. Even in our business, we sell 70% pork and 30% beef. So, but beef is gaining popularity because, of course, of the awareness on protein as well. So, between the two, pork is still one of the most popular animal protein to consume.
What differs Meat World from other companies that also provide meat to the consumers?
I think our advantage here is that we have a very extensive network of supermarkets to supply, and that entails a lot of expertise in terms of consumer cuts, at the same time logistics capability, because we are, as I've said, over 600 supermarkets nationwide.
So you practically dominate the market, and if I may say safely. Any concerns that you want to bring up to the government with regard to the industry?
Yes, at the onset of ASF, local supply has been affected. And while the local industry is repopulating its herd, importation actually played a major role in augmenting the supply in the Philippines. The government was very kind enough to extend the increase in import volume and import quota, at the same time the reversion of pork tariffs. And we as importers enjoyed that and passed it on to the consumers. However, this is set to expire this May. So which means if this gets terminated and not approved by Congress or the lawmakers, prices of pork will rise again, and importers will have no recourse but of course to pass it on to the consumers, and therefore consumers will not will definitely get affected.
I love your advocacy when you spoke a while ago that if the government could lower the tax so that the consumers will benefit, what a specific action that you expect them to, or that you appeal to them to do?
Of course, we are appealing to the extension of the reduced pork tariffs until such time that the local supply is stable, so that we can continue passing this on to the consumers and they get a benefit of the savings.
Yeah. Where can they find your supply? Yes.
Okay, Meat World is a concessionaire to over 600 supermarkets. as mentioned, nationwide. And our dominant brand is Mrs Garcia. So you can find this in major and leading modern retailers such as Robinsons, Pure Gold, Walter Mart, and we operate under the brand Farm Fresh in supermarkets like SM and hypermarkets.
Any message to the Filipino people?
Of course, our message is that we need to be able to supply you as a business with good quality meats, no? Animal protein, particularly pork and beef, and whatever we get in terms of regulatory policies and savings, we'll definitely be passing this on to you so that you, the consumers, will benefit. So we will continue to advocate towards getting these policies lobbied with the government.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.